It's lonesome. You won't find it on any map. But you can take 3 steps in any direction, and you're there. It's a place to be born, and it's a place to live, and it's a place to die and be forgotten. It's a town called Trouble, and Trouble is a lonesome town.
Holding McGroin, I've told you twice. Yes, I'm holding McGroin and I'm proud of it. Nobody touches McGroin that way. You just wait till Sheb gets to town. Sorry, Mayor. Don't worry about it, Juan Cuervo. You know, it looks like the corn crop's coming in early this year. That's what I read.
Oh, Mr. Mayor. Mr. Mayor. Mr. Mayor, excuse me, Mayor. Mr. Mayor, I'm glad I found you. Is it true? Is it true what everyone's saying?
What are they saying, boy?
Only the biggest story to come down this side of the Mississippi in the last 20 years that those 2 crazy musician outlaws, Mick and Sheb, are going to be in this here town on the very same night.
What if they were in town on the same night together?
Well, I don't know what you heard, Mr. Mayor, but where I'm from, back in New York City... Well, we heard that when those 2 get in town at the same time, windows get broken, barns get burnt, rivers run the wrong way, there's wild hogs running through the street.
One could say such things have happened before, I reckon.
Oh, come on, Mr. Mayor. I've come all the way from New York City to get this story. And I'm going to be a painted pickle pony if I don't get to the bottom of it. Now, why is it those 2 hate each other so?
I don't believe I'm privy to that information, Mr.
Well, I'll tell you what I heard. And I'm here for the facts. Believe me, I want the facts. But if I don't get the facts, then I'm going to print me a whopper of a tale. Anyhow.
Well, here comes Sheb.
Juan Cuervo, you serving up that same old watered-down whiskey, or you got something problem?
Sí, tequila.
That was her!
In the flesh.
So you're going to verify my story, Mayor, or am I going to write this thing on my own?
Talk to me, Farley. What you spinning?
Well, what I heard was that her great-great-grandmammy was a velvet voice seeing gypsy, and that his great-great-grandpappy was a famous strolling minstrel, so to speak.
I'm with you so far.
Well, what I heard was that they hooked up. They formed a traveling band, if you will. And then one night after a show, they got into a terrible argument over what they should call the new music that they were developing.
As I recall, she wanted to call it country, and he wanted to call it rock and roll.
That's right. That's right. That's what I heard too. But they just couldn't see eye to eye on this one point, and their egos got bent. Instruments were smashed, alliances were broken, and they parted ways that night after a bitter quarrel.
Yeah. The legacy has left a bitter taste in the mouth of both families ever since.
Can I quote you on that, Mr.
You
Mayor?
go right ahead. And, it's just a pity, too. Because they were supposed to have made beautiful music together.
Really?
Well, howdy, man.
Speaking of beautiful music,
I don't believe I've ever seen you look so dapper. Those are some mighty fine tusks. Why, I could just eat you up. And you look mighty delicious yourself. What might you be?
I have W.B. Farley, ma'am, at your service. And what might your name be, young lady?
My name is Ida. Idaho. Now, if you boys will excuse me, I'm here to find my husband, the preacher.
you might check the saloon, ma'am.
So just tell me what the real story is, Mayor. Why are Mick and Sheb going to be in this town on the very same night?
Mr. Farley, it's like this.
Okay.
The townspeople here are as sick of this feud as I do believe those two are themselves. So we've invited them both to play at the Founders' Day celebration. But unbeknownst to both Mick and Sheb, strict tradition provides that only one live musical performance may play.
So they're going to have to on the... Why, you sly old jackalope.
That's right. They're going to be sharing the stage tonight. Putting an end to this madness once and for all. Besides, aside from all this mumbo-jumbo, I do believe them two are sweet for one another. I believe they were meant to be together.
What